They say life on the farm is hard but honest work. But in Common Ground World, we farm for a greater cause, saving the planet one soil patch at a time. Build an eco-friendly town, leveraging regenerative agriculture and recover valuable soil. Compete in weekly competitions to earn great prizes. Get rewarded for helping to support our ecosystem and your fellow farmers. Eager to learn more? Well, head on over to Gala Games and start playing now.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Welcome to our town hall. We're already getting questions in Discord. Did I miss the town hall? Is it starting? Yes, it is starting right now. Of course, if you're listening, you know that. If you're on YouTube, you can answer those questions. If you like our channel and you subscribe and you turn on notifications, you'll never have to wonder ever again. So make sure you do that. Happy Friday, guys. This is our June 21st town hall. We've been doing this for over 2 years now, and it's been awesome, and we're going to keep doing it and talking to everybody and having a good time. So today we have Riant, our brilliant product manager.
How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm good. And we have Farmer Michelle. So good morning,
Hey.
Farmer Michelle. Everybody knows you. Town star celebrity. Common Ground World celebrity. Sorry. It's both at the same time. It's Schrodinger's game name. All right. So, so we have some art to present today. And of course, we're going to talk about progress on the game. And we're going to go over some Q&A. There were a lot of questions this week. And then, of course, talk about the sale. And I hope everybody's ready to buckle up. So if you have live questions and you don't want to fill the form out, go ahead and ask them now in Discord. We'll get to them near the end. So With that said, Farmer Michelle, where do people fill these questions out ahead of time?
Oh, I got this handy link right here. I'll throw it in Discord. There's our AMA question form link. It's usually in the Wednesday meta announcements. So if you're looking for it, it'll be in Discord every Wednesday. It's also right in the pins in this channel, so it's pretty easy to find.
Nice. All right. Well, let's go straight into the headlines. How about the rewards, Farmer Michelle?
Yeah, rewards for 4Cheese Pizza from last week's event went out. They're already out to all the wallets. The document has been updated for the leaderboard. I'll share that link as well in case anybody doesn't have that. That's right in the FAQs if you're looking for it. And let's see, this week's rewards from Marine Ravioli should be out sometime today or Monday, I would think, depending on Reamp.
I will do my
awesome. Best. All right. And then there's some kind of monthly free NFT. How do people get that?
Yeah, we've still got those monthly free storage NFTs. The common one this month is cheese storage for June. Last month for May we did the wax storages. So the way to get them, the common one is you just have to play the game on 10 separate days and make at least 25 trades with your trade depot throughout the course of the month. The uncommon one is just for node owners who run their node. I believe it's 6 hours a day for 10 days. And the rare one is for people who play on 25 different days throughout the course of the month and complete at least 75 trades with their trade depots. And fast forward does not count for that. So if you log in one day and fast forward through 20 days, that counts as one day.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, that's pretty fair. So even if you're not in the top whatever on the competition, you can still get NFTs monthly. That is pretty cool.
Yep.
Let's see. First thing, okay, we'll go into game updates. I have good news. So there's some stuff that always, tech debt for every software project typically sits in a little cluttered garage until something causes people to dig through all the boxes and pull something out. And we were, we really needed maintenance mode. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but ever since we launched, it's been a little challenging for people to know, are you doing maintenance? Is the game up right now? Why can't I connect? Stuff like that. And so we're going to enable, this is just a few days of work away from daily challenges, but we're going to enable maintenance mode. And what that'll mean is if you're playing or you try to log in, when maintenance mode is activated or has been activated before, you logged in, it'll just say, sorry, you can't play right now. And there'll be a little message about what we're doing. We'll say like doing a deployment or fixing a bug or whatever. So that'll be really good. And we're going to use that also for any sort of large migration. So anytime we go from a V1 to a V2 of a node or something, or an NFT, and we need to do a mass change to everybody's accounts, we'll kick everybody out, do the change, and then open the gates again. So if you see that new message coming up in the next week or so, then hopefully it's self-explanatory. And if not, then just ask us in Discord. So let's see. We have a couple live questions. Let me copy paste into our thing right now and move on to the next game update, which is daily challenges. As a recap, guys, here's our 2024 plan. We did guilds. Our next thing we're working on is daily challenges. That's in progress right now. And then after that, we'll do upgradable NFTs. And then TBD, to be determined what we're going to do. Maybe along the way, there might be some other cool things like that. I'm going to give you a little snippet out of our Jira board right there. I don't normally do that, but I like visuals. So that's a visual on how far we are toward our milestone of handing this over to QA. So the green is completely finished. The blue, and has been touched a little bit by QA. The blue is currently active, so you can kind of see our velocity there. So that is that. Now, let's talk about some of the UI that's going to be in the game. Our artists have provided it. So this first one will be overlaid with your town grid. It looks pretty much like the one you saw in the Play Canvas version of the game. You're going to have the time remaining on the challenge. The little circle is going to fill in around, the farmer here. And then the quantities. We're going to have, up to 3 quantities for your goals. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then when you click it, it's going to take you to this next screen, which echoes some of that same thing, but with a nice, pretty shaded meter on each one. And then that button is going to have so many states, the complete challenge one, right? It's going to, tell you if you did claim the challenge or you're not eligible or, hey, you didn't place any NFTs. So, all that sort of stuff. So the complete challenge button is surprisingly complicated, but the wording on that'll change. And then the total points will give you, if you look at last town hall we did, the total points will give you a summary of why you're earning what you are. Now, I shared our wireframes, which are not super pretty, and this is how the artists prettied it up. Each one, of course, is going to have the actual NFT image, and then the status. Status would be things like, oh, I borrowed it from the NFT or from the library, from the guild, or I own it directly, or it's on cooldown. I just acquired this from a friend 5 hours ago. I cannot use this in the daily challenge. So that's going to, yes, Spice Cake, we will earn town points again. That's correct. So that's what this feature is. And and then after, at one point during the timer, of course, you're going to have this. That's going to be a little bit of an explanation. So that one may make another visit. So I'll give you guys a little tech detail. I don't want to nerd out too much, but we got a little bit of time in our before we go to our Q&A on what that progress meter means that I shared and some of the details on the work done. So one of the cool features we're introducing, I said this last time, I'm really excited about this one, is the off-chain, completely game-driven owner of the NFT versus the person who's playing with it. You're both going to be able to earn points if that is, or earn rewards, if that is an earning NFT. Now, there's some, like, we have to be careful about when we say earning. When I say it, I just mean earning rewards. I'm not saying you're earning cash. Yeah, reward NFT. So if the reward NFT has points associated with it, we have a whole grid of what they were worth before. And we may introduce ones in the future that have other ones as well. If you borrow that from the guild library, you're going to get rewards, and the owner of it is going to get rewards. What that split is right now, it might be 90% you, might be 80% you. Riant and Wild Moops here are still talking about that a bit. So the code to do that is going in. We've already done it on the back end and the front end, and now we're putting some UI around it. So that's good. There's going to be something, this may be a little nerdy, but just to give you guys a peek into how we do this, you might call what we're doing like a 3-factor claim verification. It's a big deal, right? You put your time into this. You want to make sure that the numbers are accurate and all that. And you want to know that the team running this has experience doing billing systems and things like that, right? Like it's transactional, all this. That's the safety and security you would want out of a system that's giving you some kind of rewards, right? So what we have is, of those 3 sections, we have the client that's telling you, hey, here's what you're going to earn. You look at the points. That makes total sense. You click the claim button. It talks to the game server. The game server does its own calculation. It's double checking. What did the client say? Does that match with what I'm seeing? Is there anything funny going on? If it passes that check, then finally the game server passes it back to a very back-end server, which has immediate access to things like, how long have you owned these NFTs? Do you still own them? What town do you actually have saved in the database? Stuff like that. The back-end in a completely separate language, in a completely separate implementation, is going to calculate those same points, compare that with your points that the front end, the game server, did. If those line up, those are the points you'll get. So just so you guys know, I went into that a little bit just so you know, it's we take all sorts of rewards very seriously, and I know it's invisible to players, but because this is rewards and it is, important that we get it right, I want you to know that we take that super seriously and that we have those transactions and that calculation locked down. So let's see. So a lot of progress on that. And then also on NFT ownership tracking. This will also be used for before daily challenges. So for example, if you log out of the game and you had some NFTs in your town and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to loan that to my friend, and you loan it to your friend and then he sends it back and then you log in. We are going to just pull that off your grid if you try to fast forward because you didn't own that NFT during the whole fast forward period. So if you want to avoid that, make sure that you actually own the NFTs that you're using in your town. Super easy, right? All right. So, it looks like there was a live question from Couch Potato.
Nice name.
There was a couple live questions. I was trying to answer them as we were going. I think Rianne answered a couple too.
Okay. Thanks, guys. All right. Well, that's the tech update. A lot of cool progress. Super excited. We have a great team. So let's see. Let's move on to the Q&A. This is the pre-filled out Q&A, the stuff you guys have filled out ahead of time.
Oh, I will read the first question for you if you want.
Sure.
First one says, daily challenges ETA, question mark.
Oh, early September. That's the shortest answer I could give you. Early September.
Yeah, there is a roadmap right in the pins also, guys. So if you're ever looking to see it, I update it relatively often whenever we get new information or things change. So if you're looking for it, check it. It's right in the pins. The next question here says, when node guild nuke?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't ship with that feature. I know that it's caused me and Farmer Michelle and other people some manual work. There's a couple reasons we didn't ship with it, but we're scheduling that out now to figure out when we'll put a little button in there for the leader to say, nuke my guild. Next question. Let's see. When more crafts that use ice?
Super soon.
Ooh.
I mean, we do have ice cream coming up.
Ice cream,
I think
yeah.
I put that in. Yep, I put that in the announcement on Wednesday, so you can see that there is an event with ice cream coming up. So that'll have ice in it, obviously. So soon, very soon.
Nice.
Nice timing on the question. Yeah.
Let's see. Next, this is a little bit long. I'll just summarize it. The question is, I have different production rates in the casual mode than I do in the event mode. What do you say about that, Farmer Michelle?
I mean, I would say
Like in
that even if you
competition.
copy the exact same builds, I mean, things may be different just because of build order and, different units coming out at different times and walking around. They might take a different pathing route, and that may, throw rates off in one versus the other, just depending on when roads were upgraded. Anything could vary to make it different. I also saw, I think it was Citizen X made a post the other day just about a building rotation was different. He was unsure what the problem was with his town, and just having a building rotated a quarter of a tile ended up making like 10 less per hour. So, it could be any
Ooh.
small thing that you're just not noticing. I mean, even if like one of your milk barns is facing backwards, which I know happens all the time to me, that could cause a rate change right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, if your little dudes are coming out in a swamp or something. Okay. Oh, just to let you guys know that there's also the events, like the competitions, they have their own set of data. The casual mode, Common Ground World mode, they use one set of data. But the events have their own craft timers, their own proximity values. So all that in the events is a completely separate set of data. But I would defer to what Farmer Michelle said. Definitely, there's a lot of subtlety in the game that can sometimes be invisible. Let's see. Next question. This one's about Boombot. Will the Boombot Ancient NFT be one of the rewards NFTs, as it came into circulation before non-rewards NFT? Okay, when Boombot is the question. Okay, well, crypto crafting is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it, and it'll follow our NFT upgrades we have to do. And, we might put something in there ahead of time, depending on how the tech goes this year. But in general, the plan is NFT upgrades first, which is basically a kind of crypto crafting, and then Boombot and things like Boombot. I don't know if we'll address Boombot specifically at first. So, next question. Guild Nuke. Yeah, I feel like we answered that. This one's a question for Wild Moopsie.
Let me read the next one. Oh, you got it? I'll read it. Can you make a 1/4 paved road and sell it for 30K? This way I can clean up my finished build and slightly increase my speed.
Oh.
Yeah. We were trying to introduce new roads, but the tag is kind of weird when you decrease their width. So we're trying to explore that in tech.
Yeah. Let's see. Next one's for Reant. When will the next guild competition be?
Good question. So the plan is to make at least one guild competition per month. So the next one, we will let you know with time for you to prepare. But we think that probably the guild nuke feature is needed before to make sure we can make a fair competition, right? So stay tuned. We will let you know with time to prepare.
Okay. Next one's for Farmer Michelle. A while back, there was a discussion about having all the stand NFTs have the same utility and not require a road. This was for the wheat stand and then expanded. When will we do this for the Valentine's stand to make it not require a road? What do you think, Farmer Michelle?
Well, the history of all of that is that originally all the stands required a road, and then feed mills were changed from requiring 1 wheat to requiring 2 wheat, and to make up for the difference in the amount of feed you could make with a common wheat stand, we've removed the road from wheat stands just so that it wasn't as bad of a hit for wheat stand owners at the common level, but we had to remove them across all of the wheat stands to make them consistent. And then the sugarcane stands just kind of followed because people were upset that wheat stands didn't have roads and sugarcane stands still had roads, even though there was no change in anything that required sugar. So there was really no need to have removed the road from sugarcane stands to begin with. So I don't think that there will be any more removal of roads from any of the stands in the future.
Wow.
It's irrelevant to, I mean, the whole reason that they changed is because feed required more wheat. So it doesn't really have anything to do with the Valentine's Day stand.
I see. Wow. Part archaeologist, part historian. Your memory, Farmer Michelle, that's amazing. Thanks for that. Let's see. Next question is, hotkeys. Can we get hotkeys to buy and remove items, stuff like that? I would love that. My favorite editor is Vim, or at least it used to be. Modern editors have Vim keystrokes in it. I love keyboard-driven stuff. It's in our quality of life backlog. Let's see. I think we already addressed this next one. Talking about NFT sharing. When's it going to be fixed? I wrote the proof of concept for that fix. We have another dev working on it right now. Probably, if we can prove that you were being a stinker and you were definitely cheating, if we can prove that, what do you think, Rianne? Are we going to remove those people from the rewards if we can prove it?
If we can prove it, absolutely. Yeah, we always try to check out and confirm that cheaters are out of the rewards. Even if you still see them on the leaderboards, when we remove them, you move up in the rewards list.
All right. Yeah, and that's a good point because some people are like, hey, so-and-so, you said he was cheating, and now, but I still see him on the leaderboard. That's just in game, guys. Reant runs this whole system after the competition that you don't see reflected on the leaderboard.
Correct, but you should be reflected in your rewards.
Let's see. Last pre-planned question asking about mobile. Will there be like iOS, Android? It's in our distant roadmap. It has to follow the NFT upgrades. One of the reasons we went with Godot is their mobile exports are pretty darn good. It's on the roadmap. We've tested it right now.
The game can be played on mobile using browsers, so you can actually play Common Ground World on phones. But the native version for iOS and Android is on the roadmap for 2025, I think.
Yeah, thanks. That was exactly what I was going to say. I was playing it on an iPhone 11 yesterday. Yeah, so now some people, we had somebody contact us that's like, I can't play it on my iPhone 7. Well, that came out in 2016. I don't know that the browsers even support GLES. iPhone 11 and other models definitely support it in the browser. So, let's see. First live question. From Moise? Where are we on guilds? They went live. We need to add a nuke button. I don't know.
Right,
Maybe you're saying
we answered most of that question.
Yeah. Okay.
We're doing monthly competitions. Yeah. We're trying.
Yeah. Yeah. Next one's from somebody, I can fix it, Gala Gold. I have a question. What is the node for? Why would you need to run it? Ooh, that's a great question. I could tell you technically. Anybody else want to take it first? Or okay.
Yeah, you can go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, so look up IPFS. It's a really neat, the Internet Protocol file storage or file system. It's your nodes support IPFS. I think Gala as a company, Gala's nodes run a tremendous percentage of IPFS out there. And so if you want to store your stuff out there, in the decentralized world, you don't want it to be on some cloud provider, that's popular for whatever reasons. Maybe just like decentralized stuff and you like that kind of world. That's one of the things that nodes do right now. And Volcron has a whole wish list of things that he wants to do. I'm speaking of myself in third person for some reason. Stuff I want to do with the nodes that would make playing this game super fun. So let's see. Last live question I've seen since I've been talking. It's a question about Fast Forward and the Node NFT. Oh, okay. So this Hey Now from Dub saying, hey, but what if I was offline 12 hours and then 6 hours into that, I sent my NFT to my friend and they sent it back an hour later. Can I get no partial credit? If you sent that NFT away and you start the Fast Forward, we're just going to take it off the grid because you didn't own it for the whole time. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, we're going to yoink that NFT at the start of the Fast Forward if you did not own it for the whole time you were offline. So, all right. O-Town, don't be upset. All right. So Meta and Event, who is taking this one? I see a cool screenshot. I'm going to guess from where Michelle is.
Sorry, I was too busy typing in Discord. Someone asked a question about as we upgrade NFTs, do they go up in rarity? I don't think the rarity is going to change like on the interface when you upgrade an NFT. It's like level based, like the Spider Tanks ones were, if you remember the Spider Tanks ones. So it'll show on like OpenSea or wherever you're trading your NFTs what like the level of the NFT is and like what the buffs are associated with it, but the rarity itself probably won't change. It'll still be exactly the same rarity as it was. That's something that's like in the back metadata that doesn't really change. All right, and on to the meta. So the meta for next week is kimchi. There's 2 new crafts coming. We've got kimchi and fish sauce. The fish sauce is going to be made in the sauce facility since it's fish sauce. That'll be 1 water, 2 salt, and 2 shrimp. It's like a fermented shrimp sauce. Then the kimchi is going to be 4 lettuce heads, 1 of the fish sauce, a sugar, a rice vinegar, and 2 seaweed. So that'll be what kimchi and fish sauce are. Kimchi's made in the Korean restaurant. I know some of you were asking for an icon for the Korean restaurant for your websites and stuff, and I will get that to you today. I will try not to forget. The cash boosts this week are salt and the fish sauce. So salt is up to 5,000 and fish sauce is 21,000. The biome, which I think Volcron just shared for us so nicely, is desert. It's got a desert to the north, an ocean to the south and the east, and a river to the west. And it's standard Gala rewards. I think that's about all I've got.
Thanks for taking that screenshot, by the way. That's really cool. I think we should probably do that every time because it helps. That's a really interesting layout.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to throw. It's in the Discord announcements on Wednesday when we do the meta, but I'll try to make sure that we also share it on Fridays.
Oh, look at that! Oh, cool. Okay,
A lot of bonds.
let's see. Is it sale time?
Oh, it is. All right, let's jump right into it. So, guys, it's summer. Congratulations, summer is here. Time to enjoy the beach, the sun, and we are having a sale on Common Ground World starting today. In a few hours, in a couple hours, there will be lasting 48 hours until Sunday at the same time, 11 a.m. PT. 17 NFTs will be available for discount at a 20 or 30% off, right, for these 48 hours. Some include the Tunnel of Love, the Sand Mine, Monumental Snowman, and a lot that you will be able to see on discount in a few hours. Also tomorrow, at the same time, the Small Seaweed Farm will be released, a rare NFT, 3x3 sized, which will produce seaweed at a smaller footprint, right? So you will be able to create seaweed faster with a smaller size. There are going to be 2,000 units available at a $99.90 price tag, right? I think we don't... Oh, there you go. Look at that. Really good. So we are starting our smaller sized NFTs, as you can see here. We began with the salt farm and now with the small seaweed farm. Moving on to tomorrow, Saturday. Tomorrow, the Wishing Well will hit the store. It's a rare NFT, 3x3 as 2x2 as well. It's 2x2. and it will help you clean up a 3-2-1 area around it. It will clean dirty using only a quarter of a regular building space. 600 units will hit the store for a 199.99 price tag. Tomorrow, June 22nd at 11 a.m. PT as well. Finally, next Tuesday, 25th, the rose bushes will hit the store. You have 5 varieties of rose bushes. Look at them, each of a different color. They are 1 by 1, so it's the smallest size you can get. It's going to be sold at a $25 price tag with a random chance of getting each variety. The common one has a 30% chance to get on, and each one of these will increase the movement speed of all your units in town with their fragrance. The common one, with a 30% chance to get on your purchase on these blind packs, right, will give you a 0.10% of screen speed increase. The uncommon one, with a 20% chance of showing up in your blind pack, will increase it by 0.25. Rare, with a 20% chance to showing up, will increase all of them by 0.5. Epic, a 50% chance, will increase it by 1%. And legendary one, with a 10% chance of showing up, will increase it by 2%. Note that only 16 rose bushes will be active at the same time, right? So it's 1 by 1, stackable up to 16 times, and a 25%, $25 price point, $24.99. 25,000 units will be available for sale. So good luck with your bushes. Trade them out. Let's see the market, and let's start selling and buying. And good luck on your roses. Also, we will have 2 rewards happening this week. The Nona Stratoria, the Epic NFT, will receive a boost. Right now, it's a 2-1 passive tomato to surrounding tiles and a 30% decrease of craft timers in the sauce facility directly adjacent to it. We are buffing it for a 3-2-1 passive tomato to surrounding tiles, a 50% decrease on craft timers of every sauce facility directly adjacent to it, and all Italian chefs in your town move 25% faster, and it requires now no road and casts no shade or dirt, right? So it's a free boost. If you have the Nona Stratoria, it's going to be available right when the update hits. And the Sign Mine Rare will have a boost as well, right? Right now it's a Sand Mine, which is 3x3, with a dedicated forklift that can deliver right into the storages. Now the upgrade, the forklift is going to be twice as fast. It will craft twice as fast silica, and it will charge no wages at all. So it's going to be available right when the update hits. The update hits right on your inventory. It's free. You don't have to do anything to seize these upgrades if you have the Sign Mine NFT already on your inventory. So there you go. Let us know what you think on the comments and on Discord. And happy summer. Yeah, enjoy the weather.
Wow, that's awesome. Happy summer, Riant. That's some fun stuff.
Yeah, not for me. It's
Happy summer.
here, but thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, icy summer. I would love it if at some point, if we could get things like if there are rose bushes near the bees, they have a proximity effect, or, interactions like that. That is so cool to have that beautiful little artwork. Maybe even some Easter eggs, like if you if you write out Riant in roses, then you get a bonus. That would be great.
That's not a bad
let's
idea.
see.
Yeah. I will think about it.
Well, guys, get in your last minute questions here. We're about to wrap up. Looks like Yeah, Smoogie.
Yeah, I didn't
Yes,
really
we
see
are
any other
looking
questions.
into the cheaters. Yeah. Oh, Firm Michelle already addressed
Yep.
that. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I've had an awesome time. Keep it nice and brief. Get back to work on our daily challenges. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Remember to like and subscribe. See you later from Michelle. Bye,
Have a good
Rena.
weekend, guys. Yep.
Happy
See you.
Happy Friday. Bye.